My goal, my goal, my goal. All of my goal is to reach my goal.
I'm Keith Walford, Member of Parliament, Southwest St. Anne. Roads, that of course is one of the main things again that the constituents have been complaining about. When I became Member of Parliament again, in the roads you travelled on coming here through Spaldings down, that road was almost impossible, right? And in the very first year of becoming Member of Parliament, myself and Minister Azan and Minister Daly, we came together, and because that road is shared by all three of us, right? And we were able to do the road from Spaldings right into K Valley. And not just into K Valley, but there have been a lot of communities that have been able to do a lot of road repairs. And I say that the amount of roads that really needs to be repaired in Southwest St. Anne, I could not have gotten to all of them in my first term. But I'm very satisfied with what I've done. I think I've done pretty near to about 70% of the roads. We still have a few left, and I'm just asking my constituents to be a little bit patient, because we will get to them. If we started with 100 roads to fix, we are now at 70%, so now we only have 30% left to do, and those will be addressed in my next term. I've opened a skills training center, because that is one of the things that we think that it has to start from, getting the people qualified that they can get employment, and who cannot gain employment somewhere can actually start a business of their own. So it starts with educating and getting the people to get the skills that they require, and giving them the facilities that they can really get to the skills. So the Armadale Girls' Home, which we are very aware of, very tragic what happened there, and every time we speak to it, we have to recognize the 7 young ladies that were burnt up in a fire there, who lost their lives there. It's very passionate for us that this incident that happened. It's a few meters away from here, and I have worked very hard over the 2 years, or the first 2 years, in getting this facility firstly. And I have to say thank you to Minister Bunting, who gave us permission in written to go ahead for a skills training center. And since then we have been able to renovate the facility. And we have to say thank you too to the members of the different communities who came on board and gave their services free of cost. In return, HART would then give them a level 2 certification, as long as they met the criteria and met the requirements of HART Trust, which we are very happy that quite a few of them did. They did the theoretical exams and they did the practicals that were done on the facility. And today we have a skills training center in Alexandria, in Armadale, that we are seeing 125 students, and we have started in 5 skills: general construction, computer repairs, carpentry, allied health, and I think some small crop farming for the 5th one. Of course, we intend again that in the next term we're going to expand those skills. It is my intention to expand this facility, that the demand that is out there in the workforce, we will be able to provide skills training for that. Farming is, I would say, maybe about 75%. It provides that. The only other way of employment here is the bauxite company. So farming is what most of our constituents make a living from. Some of the ideas that I have, of course, the regular things right now is that I do give out a lot of fertilizer, give seeds, we give chickens to constituents to help them to start and to help them to continue their farming projects. But of course we know it requires a lot more than that. So we are hoping that with the hotel programs, because we are maybe 17 miles from the North Coast, and of course we know the government has plans and there are investors coming in that so many hotels are going to be built. So it is hopeful, and it is being discussed, that we will be able to supply the hotel chain with farming products from this area, because one of the most important things about farming is to find a market for the produce once you produce it. And so we, through the Skills Training Center again, we hope that we can get people employed also and get your produce to be sold to the hotels and other institutions that do require it. And I will continue to deliver for you, so put your X beside the head. Vote Walford.
Make sure you're on the winning boat. Step up, vote PMP. Progress to Jamaica.